Hello friends, today we are started session number 6, chapter 6, plant water relation. Today we are discussing transpiration, type of transpiration and significance of transpiration. The first topic is a transpiration. So what is transpiration? Transpiration is the evaporation of water from the aerial part of the plant. So transpiration takes place mainly through the surface of the leaves. Means the maximum transpiration occur through the leaves. And this transpiration is also known as foliar transpiration. In plant, 90% transpiration occur through the foliar, means through the leaves. If the transpiration occur through the young or mature stem, it's called kaolin transpiration. So once again I will repeat, what is transpiration? The evaporation of water from the aerial part of the plant is called as a transpiration. And 90% transpiration occur through the leaves is called as a foliar transpiration. If the transpiration occur through the young or mature stem, it's called as a kaolin transpiration. So now next topic is a type of transpiration. Depending upon the plant surface, transpiration classify into three types. The first type is a stomatal transpiration. So what is stomata? Stomata are the small aperture or opening present on the leaves or on the young stem. Through this stomata, the transpiration occurs. It's called as a stomatal transpiration. So once again I will repeat, what is stomata? Stomata is a small pore or opening present on the leaves and young stem. Through this stomata, the transpiration is occur. It's called as a stomatal transpiration. So now in plant, 85 to 90% water is lost through the stomatal transpiration. So now in this diagram, here is the stomata. Stomata is the opening, and through the stomata, the evaporation of water takes place. So 85 to 90% water is lost through this stomata. These are called as a stomatal transpiration. And stomata mostly present on the lower epidermis in the plant. Maximum number of stomata present on the lower epidermis, because upper epidermis directly exposed into the sunlight. To avoid a maximum amount of transpiration, the maximum number stomata present on the lower epidermis. But still 85 to 95% water is lost through the stomatal transpiration. Now the second one is a lenticular transpiration. So first of all, what is lenticel? Lenticel are the opening present on the old stem or on the woody fruit. What is lenticel? Lenticels are the opening present on the stem or on the woody fruit. So now in this diagram I will show you the lenticels. So now these are the white dots which are present on the stem. These are called as a lenticel. So these are the microscopic diagram of the lenticel. Now through the lenticel, the water is lost. It is about 0.1% water is lost through this lenticel. It's called as a lenticular transpiration. It's called as a lenticular transpiration. So once again I will repeat, what is lenticular transpiration? Lenticels are the opening present on the older part of the stem or on the woody fruit, and the transpiration occurs through this lenticel is called as a lenticular transpiration. 0.1% water is lost through the lenticular transpiration. Now the next third type is a cuticular transpiration. So what is cuticle? Cuticle is a protecting covering present above the epidermis, upper epidermis or lower epidermis. It is also present on the fruit. So now through this cuticle, water is lost, is called as a cuticular transpiration. And in cuticular transpiration, 5 to 10% water is lost through the transpiration. So once again I will repeat, what is cuticle? Cuticle are the protecting covering present above the epidermis, either upper epidermis or lower epidermis. These are the protecting covering, but through this cuticle water is lost, 5 to 10% water is lost through the transpiration. It's called as a cuticular transpiration. So now these are the three types of transpiration already were completed. First one is a stomatal, second one is a lenticular, and third one is a cuticular. So now next topic is the significance of transpiration. So what is the significance of transpiration? First of all, we are studied about the advantages. Transpiration help for the transport of minerals. So now in transpiration pool theory, we are already studied, because of transpiration there is suction force is developed, and suction force which is transmitted from aerial part to the root, which help for the transport of minerals. Second function is lowering the leaf temperature. So now because of transpiration, it lower the leaf temperature and protect the cell in the leaves, and also prevent the degradation of photosynthetic enzymes. Third one is it maintain optimum turgidity. Because of transpiration water is lost, but it maintain turgidity, because in turgidity it help to absorb maximum amount of water, and this water enter into the cell and cell become turgidity. It help for the translocation of water from the root to the aerial part of the plant. So these are the some advantages of the transpiration. Second one is the disadvantages. So it causes harmful effect in the plant, but still we are called as a transpiration is a unavoidable evil or necessary evil. Why? Because transpiration plant lost maximum amount of energy, but it require for the normal growth and development. It require to maintain turgidity. So it is transpiration is called as a necessary unavoidable evil. Or now in transpiration, the first disadvantage is it loss of one of essential components of life and one of the substrate of the most important process of the plant life during photosynthesis. So water is required for the photosynthesis, because in photosynthesis it is a raw material, but through the transpiration water is lost. Now transpiration, another disadvantage is it causes wilting of leaf. If transpiration rate is very high in less available water plant, less available soil where the water is very less available, where it causes closing of stomata, wilting of leaves. Okay, these are the some disadvantages, but still transpiration is also called as a necessary evil or unavoidable evil. So these are the advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so these are, thank you.